Our sun's death is a long way off, about 4.5 billion years, give or take, but someday it's going to happen. And what then for humanity? Where will we go? Is there anywhere out in the vast expanse of space that the human race could call home? Most planets out there aren't exactly safe places for us to settle. For example, planet Kelt 9b is so hot that its atmosphere is constantly melting. The darkest known planet, Teres 2b, has an atmospheric temperature of 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit or 980 degrees Celsius. Any planet we could potentially move to will have to have similar features to our very own Earth, like plate tectonics, ideal temperatures, moisture, and a suitable atmosphere. Not only that, there are many other factors that can affect life on a planet, such as nearby stars, moons, and the planet night and day cycle, all of which will have a big impact on any potential life trying to survive and evolve on the planet. Luckily, astronomers have already spent years looking for suitable planets that we could pack up and ship off to. In today's video, we're going to explore those planets and see what wonders or hardships await us. Discovered by NASA's Kepler Space Telescope, astronomers have discovered the first Earth-sized planet orbiting a star in the habitable zone. The range of distance from a star where liquid water might pool on the surface of an orbiting planet. The discovery of Kepler 186f confirms that planets the size of Earth exist in the habitable zone of stars other than our Sun. Kepler 186f is an Earth-sized planet, which is located about 490 light-years from Earth. This alien world is only about 10% bigger than the Earth, which means anyone living in this world would feel the increased effects of gravity, but not by very much. While other planets have been found in the habitable zone, these planets are often much larger. While we could still live on these planets, the increased gravity would make life much more difficult, which is what makes Kepler 186f so ideal. Although the size of Kepler 186f is known, its mass and composition are not. Previous research, however, suggests that a planet the size of Kepler 186f is likely to be rocky. Although this planet seems pretty ideal, there is another planet lurking out in the darkness that might be even better, if it even exists at all. First discovered in 2010, Gliese 581g is one of two planets residing in its star's habitable area. The red dwarf star is considerably cooler than our own sun, which means planets have to be huddled very close to the star to stay warm enough to be habitable for any potential life. While Gliese 581g may reside in its star's habitable zone, researchers say that the exoplanet always has the same side facing the sun, which means one half of the planet is always daytime and the other side is eternal night. Researchers say that its habitable zone would most likely lie somewhere in between where the light and dark sides meet. While this may seem like great news, there is one small problem. Scientists aren't even sure if this planet even exists. Planets that are light years away are often impossible to spot with even the most advanced telescopes. So researchers can detect possible nearby planets by measuring the gravitational wobbles of its host star. While one group of researchers have detected the exoplanet, planets typically have to be detected by two independent research groups at different observatories. So far, no other group has been able to accurately detect Gliese 581g, although the original research team has cast doubts on the other research team's data collection methods. But Gliese 581g isn't the only possible planet that is shrouded in mystery. Kepler 22b is located a staggering 600 light-years away. While the planet is 2.5 times larger than Earth, its orbit of 290 days around a sun-like star resembles that of our world. The planet's host star belongs to the same class as our sun, called G-type, although the sun is just a little smaller and slightly cooler than our own. Not only is Kepler 22b massive, but it could also be completely covered in water, making one massive superocean that spans the entire surface of the planet. An incredible sight to be seen if we were to ever visit the planet. There is still a lot of disagreement on Kepler 22b's true nature. At 2.4 times Earth's radius, the planet might even be made up of just gas. But theoretically, a sideways world covered in one giant ocean, a bit like our solar system's ice giant, Uranus, turns out to be comfortably habitable based on recent studies, so it is entirely possible that the human race could not only survive, but successfully thrive in the new environment. Researchers found that an exoplanet in Earth's size range, at a comparable distance from its sun and covered in water, could have an average surface temperature of about 60 degrees Fahrenheit or around 15 degrees Celsius. Because of the exoplanet's tilt, its north and south poles would be alternately bathed in sunlight and darkness for half a year each as the planet circled its star. So Kepler 22b seems to be a very possible planet that the human race could move to. Just don't forget to bring your swimsuit. The dwarf star HD 40307, located 44 light-years from Earth, hosts a system of 6 planets, including one that may have the potential for life as we know it. The alien planet HD 40307G, which is another super-Earth, is the 6th planet from its sun. The planet orbits at a distance of 55 million miles or 90 million kilometers from its star. This distance puts the planet well into the sun's habitable zone. For reference, this distance is almost the same distance as a round trip from the Earth to Mars. The mass of exoplanet HD 40307G is an astounding 7 times the mass of Earth, and a single year on the planet takes 197 Earth days. Since the planet is far enough away from its sun, there is a really good chance that it rotates on its own axis as our Earth does, which can increase the potential for life to exist and flourish on this planet. However, living on a planet like this will come with its share of challenges. One of the biggest challenges would be the massively increased gravity. With a mass of 7 times that of the Earth, gravity would approximately be 7 times stronger, which would devastate any high-rise buildings we tried to build and crush human bones. Any humans who would be living on that planet may have to wear special lightweight suits and machines that would help them do their daily tasks, as everything would be incredibly heavy. Imagine trying to walk to the store when each of your shoes weighs 60 pounds. Despite there being a multitude of technical achievements the human race has to accomplish before we can even consider living on this planet, time is on our side. At the rate that the human race is evolving, researchers say they are confident we will meet technological requirements for living in these harsh environments with plenty of time to spare. About 35 million light-years away from us exists a planet ranked in the top 5 of possibly habitable planets outside our solar system, and has one feature that has scientists extremely excited. HD 85512b is estimated to have a mass around 3.6 times that of Earth, with an estimated radius of around 1.5 times that of Earth. Gravity on HD 85512b is estimated to be around 40% stronger than it is on Earth. It is one of the smallest exoplanets detected in the habitable zone of its host star. If the planet has a similar atmosphere to Earth, then surface temperatures could allow liquid water to flow on its surface. Not only that, the planet orbits in the habitable zone of its host star, an area where temperatures are warm enough to sustain liquid water. HD 85512b revolves around its host star at a distance of 24 million miles or 39 million kilometers, and takes 54 days to make one complete orbit. While these are all great indicators from a scientific point of view, what makes this massive exoplanet so ideal is its temperature. Atmospheric temperatures on HD 85512b are estimated to be a comfortable 24 degrees Celsius or 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Almost perfect for a day at the beach or a beautiful stroll down the street. Not having to create structures and suits to endure intense heat or frigid temperatures will be a massive help on this new planet, allowing scientists and researchers to focus their efforts on other important matters, like finding the next planet to move to when its sun dies several billion years from now. Thanks for listening. You're watching Astral. Keep looking up.